Okay, picture this. It was a spring day about 10 years ago, and I'm standing in the city park venting all of my frustrations to a statue of a man who's been dead for nearly a century. The statue was of Robert Long, a lumber baron from the 1920s, a hero of mine, and the man responsible for building my home city of Longview, Washington. Now, I didn't go to the park to talk to a statue that day. I was just burned out, was frustrated, and I was just questioning everything about where my life was headed. And somehow, in that moment, a simple line on the inscription of that statue reached across time and taught me a valuable lesson about success that would go on to reshape the next 10 years of my life. And I'm absolutely confident it can do the same for you. You see, up to that point, I had spent years trying to find my fulfillment in doing work that felt like it mattered. I had worked in nonprofits, with middle school and high school students, even organizations with divine missions. All good things, and yet there I was, venting to a statue about all of my discouragements and frustrations, and honestly, probably looking pretty ridiculous. I kept comparing myself to people who seemed to be light years ahead of me, friends who had launched big careers and were on the fast track, or at least they appeared to be on LinkedIn. And then there were the outliers, the people whose stories get turned into books and movies, those rare few who launch big companies in their 20s and seem to have their whole lives figured out. I wasn't like that. I wasn't even close. The more I measured myself against other people's timelines, the more I felt like I was just somehow late. Like I had missed whatever window I was supposed to have hit. Like I didn't feel unsuccessful, I just felt behind and tired. And honestly, a little embarrassed that I hadn't made it yet, whatever that meant, and totally confused how I wanted to get to wherever I wanted to be someday. And yet, that day in the park, that simple inscription tore something open for me. I'd read that inscription before. It said, founder of Longview, 1922. Nothing new there. But then my eyes landed on something that I'd never really absorbed before. It was his birth and death years. It said born 1850, died 1934. And that's when it hit me. Robert A. Long was 72 years old when he founded Longview, and he died just 12 years later. That meant the most important thing that guy ever did, or at least the thing he's most remembered for, didn't even happen until he had lived 86% of his life. He donated money for a school to be built, a library, the YMCA, a couple of different churches. He constructed roads and subdivided his land so that his workers could build and own homes and live together in a community and raise families. All of that after the age of 70. And here I was, standing in front of his statue, feeling like I was behind when maybe, just maybe, I was still early. That moment taught me two life-changing lessons. First, I hadn't missed my window, because your window isn't a season of your life, it's your entire life. Whether you're 22, 42, or 72, it's still open. So give yourself some grace. And second, we have no way of knowing what the most important thing we'll ever do with our life actually is. At least not while we're doing it. Robert Long never set out to build a city. He was simply a businessman. His goal was to prosper. But along the way, he found himself with opportunities to bless people, to do some good for others while doing well for himself. That's what built his legacy. Not a master plan, not a moment of brilliance, but just consistent decisions to invest in other people whenever he had the chance. So that day, I decided I was going to redefine success. Not by recognition or resume, but by whether or not I was capitalizing on opportunities to elevate others whenever I had the chance. Big or small, a word of encouragement, a job opportunity, I was just going to try to help as many people as I could in my personal and professional lives. And wouldn't you know it, as soon as I stopped chasing my own recognition and started focusing on others, bigger opportunities started to come. But without all of that pressure to arrive anywhere. The truth is, most legacies aren't built in boardrooms or big moments. They're built in conversations, in quiet decisions, and helping hands. So what about you? Where are you at? Maybe you're early in your career and you're still stuck on trying to figure out how to make a name for yourself or make a mark on this world. Or maybe you're a little further along and you're starting to feel like you're a little behind. You don't have to wait for a title or a status. You don't even have to wait for permission. You can serve now. You can lead now. You can make the kind of impact in people's lives that doesn't need credit or recognition to matter. I used to get stuck on thinking I had to do something big to make a difference, but now I know that sometimes it's those smallest moments that echo the longest. A helping hand, an open door, a word of encouragement. You don't have to change the whole world, but you can change somebody's world. And you never know. It might just be one of those things that goes on to be the most impactful thing you've ever done in your life. And if not, that's okay. There's plenty of time.